Standard 9th, Chapter 2. Is matter around us pure? How do we judge whether milk, ghee, butter, salt, spices, mineral water, or juice that we buy from the market are pure? So you can see the figure. So, what is a pure substance? A pure substance consists of a single type of particle. In other words, underline, a substance is a pure single form of matter. We can see that most of the matter around us exist as mixtures of two or pure components. For example, seawater, minerals, soil, etc. all are mixtures. So what is a mixture? Mixture are constituted by more than one kind of pure form of matter. Please underline. We know that dissolved sodium chloride NaCl can be separated from water by the physical process of evaporation. However, sodium chloride is itself a pure substance and cannot be separated by physical process into its chemical constituents. Sugar is a substance which contains only one kind of pure matter and its composition is same throughout. Soft drink and soil are not single pure substances. Therefore, we can say that, underline this, a mixture contains more than one pure substance. Now we go to types of mixtures. Depending upon the nature of the components that form a mixture, we can have different types of mixture. See, matter is classified into pure substance, impure substance, mixtures. Pure substance classified as elements cannot be broken into simpler substances. Example, copper, oxygen, hydrogen. Compounds have fixed composition, can be broken down into elements by chemical or electrochemical reactions, water, sugar, salt, etc. Then we have homogeneous. Uniform composition is called homogeneous mixture. Sugar plus water, water plus alcohol. Heterogeneous. Non-uniform composition, sand, sugar, water plus oil. Now we go to the second part, that is elements. Classified. What are elements? It is a pure substance which cannot be split into two or more simpler substances. Metals, metalloids and nonmetals. Metals, metalloids and nonmetals. What are metals? They are malleable, ductile, good conductors of heat and example, copper, gold, iron. Now you can see, shows some properties of metals and some of non-metals. Silicon, boron, arsenic. Non-malleable, non-ductile. Bad conductors of heat, sulfur, oxygen. Now we go to compounds. What are compounds? Compound is a pure substance made up of two or more elements combined chemically in a definite ratio. The properties of the compound differ from those of its constituents. Compounds have fixed MP and BP, melting point and boiling point. Compound is a homogeneous mixture. Constituent elements can be separated by chemical process. Mixture. What is a mixture? It is made up of two or more elements or compound mixed in any ratio or proportion. What are the properties of mixture? It may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. The properties of constituent substances are retained. No new compound is formed. Constituents of mixture can be separated by simple physical processes. It does not have fixed melting point and boiling point. Types of separation of mixtures, type of mixture and separation method. Two immiscible liquids which are not mixing each other. Oil and water, try at home. So they can be separated by using separating funnel. Ammonium chloride plus sand, sublimation method. Dyes in black ink, chromatography. Two miscible liquids, acetone and water, distillation. Solid particles insoluble from solvent liquid, milk plus cream, milk and cream. Centrifugation. Physical and chemical change. Physical change. No new substance is formed. A new substance is formed. Properties of constituent element substance is retained. Properties of constituent element substance changes. Change does not involve loss or gain of heat. Loss or gain of heat may be involved in this reaction. This change is generally reversible. This change is generally irreversible. Okay, can be reversible also. Now we go to solution. It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Solute, solvent. A substance which is dissolved in solvent. For example, salt, sugar. Liquid part of solution in which a substance is dissolved. For example, water. Solute can be solid, liquid or gas. Solvent can be liquid, solid or gas. Next we go to types of solution. Aqueous solution, non-aqueous and true solution. Then saturated, unsaturated, dilute or concentrated. Let us see the first one, aqueous solution. A solution in which water is a solvent. A solution in which water is a solvent. Salt plus water. Non-aqueous. A solution in which water is not a solvent. Sulfur and carbon disulfide. Solid particles completely dissolve in solvent and are not visible. Example, sugar plus water. Saturated solution, a solution in which no more solute can dissolve at given temperature. Unsaturated, a solution in which more solute can dissolve at given temperature. All have seen the differences. Concentration of solution is given by amount of solute upon amount of solution multiplied by 100. You can see, learn by heart. Mass by mass weightage percentage of solution is mass of solute upon mass of solvent into 100. Mass by volume percentage of a solution. Mass of solute upon volume of solvent into 100. Volume by volume will be given by volume of solute upon volume of solution into 100. Now we go to suspension and colloidal solution. Size of solute particles are visible with naked eye. Size of solid particles are not visible with naked eye. This shows Stendhal effect. It also shows Stendhal effect. Translucent or opaque. Translucent. Solid particles settle down. Colloidal particles do not settle down. You can see different types of colloids are given here. Dispersed phase, dispersing medium, type and example. One by one you can see liquid, gas, aerosol, fog, cloud, mist. Now we go to, so you have seen what is a solution, what is a compound, concentration of solution. Let us see example 2.1. A solution contains 40 grams of common salt in 320 grams of water. Calculate the concentration in terms of mass by mass percentage of the solution. चलो start करें. Mass of solute कितना है 40 grams. Mass of solvent 320. Mass of solution will be a Sum of mass of solute plus mass of solvent कितना आया 360 grams. Mass percentage, the formula is mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100 and you get the answer 11.1 percentage. Then you have seen what is a suspension, what is colloidal surface solution, colloidal solution, okay. Because of small size of colloidal particles, we cannot see them with naked eye. But these particles can easily scatter a beam of visible light as observed in activity 2.2. This scattering of beam of light is called Tyndall effect, after the name of a scientist who discovered this effect. Tyndall effect can also be observed when a fine beam of light enters into a room through a small hole. This happens due to the scattering of light by the particles of dust and smoke in the air. You can see the figure. The effect is shown. Then see. So nicely they have given in the Tyndall effect can be observed when sunlight passes through the canopy of a dense forest. In the forest, mist contains tiny droplets of water which act as particles of colloid dispersed in air. Properties of colloid. Then we have physical and chemical change. What are types of pure substance? Elements. Robert Boyle, underline, was the first scientist to use the word term element in 1661. Elements can normally be divided into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Okay, so we have seen in the first page. Metals usually show some or all of the following properties. They have a luster, shine. They have silvery, gray or golden yellow color. They conduct heat and electricity. They are ductile, means they can be drawn into wires. They are malleable, can be hammered into thin sheets. They are sonorous, make a ringing sound when hit. Examples of metals are gold, silver, copper, iron, sodium, potassium. Mercury is the only, please underline, only metal that is liquid at room temperature. The properties of the non-metal are they display a variety of colors. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They are not lustrous, sonorous, or malleable. For example, hydrogen, oxygen, iodine, carbon, and bromine. Okay, bromine or bromine. Now, compounds also we have seen. Compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in fixed proportion. Now we go to the conclusion of the chapter, revision. What have we learned? A mixture contains more than one substance mixed in any proportion. Mixtures can be separated into pure substances using appropriate separation techniques. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. The major component of solution is called solvent and the minor is solute. The concentration of solution is the amount of solute present per unit volume or per unit mass of the solution. So you can see what is a suspension, colloids, pure substances. Properties of compounds are different from its constituent elements, whereas a mixture shows the properties of its constituting elements or compounds. Colloids are also useful in industry and in daily life. The particles are called the dispersed phase and the medium in which they are distributed is called the dispersion medium. Thank you. Read the points again. Okay.